How about everyone in this new video? I want to show you all what you should take into account before purchasing a refurbished cell phone, especially if you plan to buy an iPhone. And in my case, I bought an iPhone 7 Pros. And so this phone is I wanted to buy it for the recordings of my channel as secondary shots. And first of all, I will show you where I bought it. In my case, it was in refurbished. I clarify that it is not sponsored or anything, but this page shows and sells many reconditioned cell phones. For those who do not know what reconditioned equipment is, we're second-hand teams, which restores it and leaves it completely as good as new, and it happens as if it were a new cell phone. But there are also many occasions when suddenly do not pass 100% reconditioned, otherwise it would enter into other types of conditions. As in this case, I bought it at outlet, which they had several housing details, but in operation it was 100% full. And well, in my case, I bought the iPhone 7 Plus. It cost me about 300,000 Colombian pesos, which is approximately $85, which I thought was a very good. And then I quickly show you a tiny little unboxing. In most places you go, by man condition day, you can normally be given the original iPhone case, or you can have a remake. But in this case, it is properly owned by the brand. And as you can see, this is the phone number, and the truth is that it delivers it very well. Well presented and all. But obviously I already knew which one. What were the details? And the first thing is this housing is a little bit wrong, that is why its price. And the screen is also scratched, that I will show you later. Well, this is the biggest thing to take into account. That were used equipment, and therefore restored it. Also other things to take into account is that were put to some use in those days. And as you can see, the screen is scratched. And there are many things that suddenly they may already feel somewhat deteriorated. And as I say, because of their prices, they are actually quite convenient. If you don't care about those kinds of details, or things like that, can be a very good option. And also, in the case of this seller, delivery with charger and USB cable, or the brand itself. But in many cases they can give you a delicious one, or a triple one too, which is of dubious quality. But then, at least this one is of good quality, and so nothing. I will quickly configure the phone for you, because so far it is clear that it is fine. Arrived a little downloaded, and so under my experience, I am going to tell you several things. Hey, you got a refurbished cell phone, it's very easy, and more with the trend that people want to own an iPhone, as they will opt for the option of refurbishments. But there are also many things that suddenly already feels highly manipulated by the company, or the O of those who do so, such as refurbished phones. And the fact is that in many occasions suddenly feel some jolts. The battery is said to be 100 times 100, which they used to have him there in 60. May already feel different in the cameras. If you see it this way, how warm it is due to the screen I have on it like this, with a red filter, that is normal. And besides, it is possible that by compounding an iPhone from the old, may not have updates. As in my case the iPhone 7 Pros, I no longer have updates, and that's what I was telling him. The battery theme is supposedly at 100%, thing in which is a lie because it is already somehow manipulated. And well, I don't have much else to comment on refurbishments, if they are worth it. Of course, but they must take into account that it is not 100% new, but there are many things used. And he must also be very careful that there are certain details that perhaps suddenly you will notice it later on, a certain use, or feel a certain affection or the like. And nothing if you don't like this kind of devices. It is better to buy a new one and pay for what it is. Otherwise, that can be a good. And nothing if he suddenly has some refurbishment. Let me know in the comments how it turned out. If it has been good, bad or regular, or anything you wish to contribute. And if you liked this video, let me know with a like, subscribe, activate the bell and all. And see you next time.